Aliens. Oh man, when I was watching this movie, that was the first thing that popped up into my head. But wow, I could not believe that it is this time of the year. I was looking forward to this day since when this movie first got announced, like last year or something like that, because it's another big Jordan Peele movie. Get Out was amazing, Us was not as good, but still a pretty fun watch, but just seeing him from his Mad TV days to his Key and Peele days and now to directing and creating horror films is just awesome. He has a pretty creative mind, and I love the ambiguous nature of his films, and Nope is one of those where I just didn't know too much about it, like just after the first trailer had been released, which made me even more excited. And I gotta say, being Jordan Peele's third feature film, it does not disappoint. This movie is crazy. It is mysterious, mighty suspenseful, and will keep you on the edge of your seat, and it is surprisingly disturbing. Is this film rated R? Because the official rating here in Australia is like M15+, so I was going into this not really expecting a particularly high level of horror, but oh man. Even though this movie doesn't really have any gore or extremely graphic imagery, it still has some pretty fucked up moments and paints a lot of horrific and disturbing images in your head. And it's funny because immediately after one of those scenes, two people behind me just sat up, packed their bags, and straight up left. They just straight up noped out of this bitch. I don't know if it was because of that scene or if they had an emergency, but I mean, who just leaves, in the middle of a movie? That must have been a huge coincidence, you know what I mean? Honestly, I don't really have to sell you on this movie because otherwise I'd be going into spoiler territory almost. If you're a fan of mystery, sci-fi horror, then this is definitely for you. And it's very real too because, we've heard stories of, possible alien or UFO sightings, right? But most of them have been fake, and even if some of us do actually believe that aliens are real, the universe is enormous, and the likelihood of one visiting us is very, very slim. So Nope is Jordan Peele's unique take on what if aliens had invaded Earth. And it was fascinating watching it because aliens come in multiple types and different forms, and I spent a lot of time guessing what the outcome could be. The thing I love most about this movie is that it's like a step-by-step process. It for sure is ambiguous as fuck at the start, but there are a lot of hints throughout the movie that grow bigger with time. And I was hoping there'd be like a big reveal at the end, like something totally unexpected and would answer a lot of questions. And while it didn't really go the way I expected it to go, this movie does shed light into what this all means. So it's not really one of those movies that goes beyond the ending, like it's even deeper. It's a pretty straightforward movie that if you watch it, you will have a pretty good understanding as to what this movie is all about. The movie also does surprisingly well with the character development. Keke Palmer is phenomenal in this one. You can really feel it in her acting, and I even got a bit emotional towards the end, and that's because of a scene towards the start where the main characters were talking. See, this movie is not just about shit going down, but there's a huge bulk, especially at the start, where there's story and there's background to these characters. Ultimately, Nope does not disappoint as Jordan Peele's newest adventure. I haven't been this on the edge of my seat for a long time, and it is one of those movies that has a lot of heart in it as well. I will have to admit though, like closer to the release date and seeing the final trailer of this movie, I was a bit less excited since I knew more about it. Like it's it's got an UFO and it's might be about aliens. But man, the joy I felt when I was watching this movie and actually found out what it was all about was something else. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Nope. I'm going to give Nope an A. But it's crazy how this movie got released just today in Australia. Like, what, I believe 3 weeks after the official release date in most parts of the world. Man, y'all lucky because Being a movie reviewer in Australia, man, it's hard to be able to see movies first like in the US. But anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below. Like and sub if you enjoyed. And as always, feel free to check out any of my previous videos. Until next time.